Now, I guess the initial counter argument to what I was talking about yesterday, particularly around movement scaffolding and hierarchies and things like that, is well, when do you know that an athlete's ready to do the next hardest movement, or however you want to describe it, right? Or that if you don't take them through body weight progressions, you increase their risk of injury, or again, some other sort of nonsensical argument. And we'll probably tackle the risk of injury thing first. So when we think about an athlete coming to the gym to do some training versus them playing their sport, the amount of force that the athlete's going to be exposed to during their sport is going to be infinitely greater than any force largely that they experience in the gym. Sure, it might be a little bit more concentrated, okay, when they're lifting weights in the gym, but the frequency, the intensity and velocity relationship of the force that they're dealing with on the sporting field versus that which they're dealing with in the gym is completely different. And to then lever the argument that doing body weight squats versus you being able to go in and do kettlebell squats or dumbbell squats or back squat, whatever it happens to be, because you're wanting to prevent your athlete from being injured, is a completely nonsensical argument. In fact, you probably want to get them in there and doing some sort of weighted variety as a matter of preference, rather than waiting for them to be able to nail the body weight squat. And then how are you going to know that the athlete's ready to progress from the body weight squat anyway, just because they can arbitrarily complete 3 sets of 15 without fatigue? As soon as you give them load, their technique's going to change. And then, of course, you're going to argue that, but they're going to have a better chance of amalgamating themselves into a better movement pattern after securing themselves or nailing down a technical proficiency with the bodyweight squat. Perhaps. But I would argue that if you started someone with a barbell squat, you're going to have the same difficulties that you would have had doing the bodyweight squat. And then the ease of transfer when you start to load the barbell up is going to be much greater, going from a barbell unloaded to a barbell loaded versus going body weight, barbell unloaded. You're just wasting time. More on this to come.